Right, so now we're going to build a media list of journalists who are likely to cover our story about the keywords that you need to use to get past AI screening for job applications. So I'm going to use keywords related to our story, put them in Google News, see who's written about it recently. So I'm going to set Google News to the last year. And then I'm going to look at uh, the author, the journalist from Mockrack, and see if there be sort of tessellates with the story we're pitching. And I want to get 30 journalists like that. Okay, cool. So I did this in my last video. I remember Jennifer Savin uh, was one. So yeah, like how to talk to your boss. That's a good thing. So I'm actually going to make a list of keywords just so I can use them in the future. So I'm going to go new document, recruitment journalist keywords. So how to talk to your boss. CV is the first one. So yeah, this person, they talk about like how to do better in your job, how to talk to your boss. The one about how to make your CV stand out. Those two, the fact that she's written 2 articles like that recently make a good option. So we're going to go Jennifer Savin, Jennifer. Please pitch to the email. So we put the email in. The keyword is CV, and then status. Status is just what I put. Like when I've sent the email, I will put sent and the date when I pitched them, so I know sort of what's going on. The other journalist for this was Olivia Blair. So you go, because a lot of journalists are freelancers, so use Muckrack instead of a page like this to see like everything they've written, because it might not be suitable for like Cosmopolitan, but let's say she writes for like other outlets that where she's more likely to write this type of article, then she could still be a good prospect. So Amy Poehler. So those three are all about celebrities. Troye Sivan, Jasmine Jabson, 11 expert tips. So other than this CV one, these are all about like celebrities and shit. So why is everyone playing tonsil tennis again? So no, she's not appropriate. So go back to here. The Bank of England, the Grocer, Financial Times, Forbes. So Andrew Fennell. So you go Andrew Fennell, Muckrack. Yeah. So hello at standoutcv.com. So he works for like a CV company. I'm just going to Google the CV company, standoutcv.com. Create an interview, winning CV, and get your dream job. Now, this is not a direct. It's not a direct competitor to a recruiter, so that's okay to add to the list. If whatever that was called, standoutcv.com had like an arm that had like job listings and they did like recruitment consultancy as well as CV help, then I wouldn't want to pitch to them, because you don't want to pitch to your direct competitors. But this is fine. 13 an hour might be a little bit ambitious. I'm just going to do an hour, but generally I want my media lists to be, depends on the type of angle that I'm pitching, but in general I want a minimum of 50. So even if I only do like 20 here, if I know that I can get 50 with a good, once I've used all the keywords, then I'm happy. So Helena Young, crack, startups journalist, small business owners. "101 best jobs in startup companies." So that shows that part of her audience is people looking for jobs. So I'm going to add this person. We might want to give them a. So I'm actually going to add an extra column and do like angle. So I'm going to do angle startups. So what I would do is I would put like the angles, the angles that immediately jump to me here, and then I would clean that up with data validation. So I'd maybe split into 5 angles and then do like data validation, and then each angle gets their own pitch. Yeah. Helena Young, Helena. Cool. This is what we want. 6 words put in a CV. Liam Gilliver, lifestyle writer. Liam Gilliver. So lifestyle kind of means like anything that can sort of be useful to a person, and they often base lifestyle writers. They often base it on. They often have access to some sort of keyword research tool, and they understand about search volumes and stuff. So the fact that, if you look in my last video, that we tied our angle into a high volume keyword, that makes them likely to cover it. So I'm going to add them to the list. CV. I put the keywords just so I know what keywords I've used and what keywords I haven't used, and it's just, if you want to build huge lists, then if you want to build huge lists, then it's important to sort of track the keywords so you're not like working over yourself or missing out keywords. So sometimes you want to build media lists that are like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, sometimes even thousands. So yeah. So yeah, in that case, it's important to track your keywords. This is kind of like the lifestyle writer, and the writing for. Oh, we had this in the last video. She mainly writes for journal resources, which if you resources, which is job advice for journalists, and they don't seem to offer like recruitment consulting. So I'm going to put rather than journalism, I'm going to put media in here, because media is like journalism, marketing, those types of jobs. So I think they can all be given the same pitch, really. Gem. Jem Collins. I've got Muckrack to get the emails, but I've also got a video on how to get journalist emails without Muckrack, because Muckrack's really expensive. So I'll put a link to that in the description of this video. So what I'm going to do is, the video software I'm using only lets me record an hour, so I'm going to just do as many as I can in an hour. Personnel today. Adam McClough. This person, they talk about sort of advising people on jobs and stuff like that, so they're perfect. HR matters. So we want to get into personnel today, so I'm going to use the personnel today email. The name was Adam McCulloch. Adam McCulloch. Oh shit! Screwed that up. CV Adam, and then we got that Muckrack. How to make your CV stand out at university. Laura Brown. Muckrack. Substack in style. Harper's Bazaar. Choose your own adventure. How everyone gets it done. What made me love fashion. It's published over a year ago. Nature is Nurture. Does she have her Twitter? Her Muckrack isn't really up to date, so I'm just going to look at her Twitter. This is the same person. All the cool girls get fired. Substack. It doesn't look like she's an active journalist at the moment, so I'm not gonna add her to my list. Financial transcript is the CV dead. I know the Financial Times is very, very hard to get people's email addresses, but they might be a freelancer. So Isabel Berwick, Muckrack, Financial Times working at journalist. Host of the Financial Times working at journalist. Can an interviewer be? So she is writing about AI, the use of AI in recruitment. She only seems to write for the Financial Times. Our story is a little bit too. It's not really a financial like if you're not on the base of the UK, Financial Times is like a very highbrow. I guess it's kind of like maybe the New Yorker, but like more financially. Like I guess it's like the Wall Street Journal. It's highbrow, and our story is a little bit too like for the masses. So, although she does write about our topic, I don't think she's quite the right fit. I think if I was going to email her, I would use a slightly different angle. So I'm going to just leave it off our list. But the fact that this is 5th of March, so it wasn't long ago. Sorry. If we go back to her Muckrack. Whoops. If we go back to her Muckrack. Can an AI interviewer be better than a human? The fact that this was done like today or yesterday again tells me that the angle that we've chosen is a good one. So an alternative CV, the grocer. Is this just about what do they cover? Rob Wallace on tinnies. Nah. That was a bit of a red herring. Legal futures. So we could do like if there's legal. Neil Rose. Whoops. So I'm going to do Control F job, Control F CV. Suspension for senior partner who had sex in the office. Nah, I don't think so. Lied on her CV. How to write a CV. Students study international staff. So what we can do is, although there's no person, we could go on to. They've got an About Us page. Editor to Study International. And they do pictures. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for Format Painter. Gotta love the Format Painter. And then what you do is you go onto the LinkedIn, and we're looking for. They've got 51 to 200 employees, so there's probably like just a lead. Oh, okay. So editor. We're looking for editor, campaign director, campaign manager, director of sales, driver growth. I should have just done this at the start. Editor. No. So you can try and work out who's the most likely to receive this email. Because if you can put a name on an email, it always just looks better, doesn't it? Director of sales, content writer, campaign manager. Okay, so I'm just going to go for the Hail Mary. I'm going to go study. I'm going to go editor studyinternational.com. That's annoying. I'm still going to put them in. I'm just not going to put a name. So. And like if I built out a full media list and I was like, well, we can sack this guy off, then I would just delete that. Finally, 29. It's more for an American audience, but it's such a big publication that I don't think people would mind. I don't think an English company would complain if they had it on. If they got a placement on Refinery 29. So I have a cleaner, but I keep it a secret. Again, this is like the lifestyle writer, but the fact that they've written this makes me think that I'll add them to the list. So CV. I do not know how to pronounce that name, so I'm not even going to try. Shit, I'm really sorry that someone's knocking my door. That's all right, my housemate answered it. So what's going on here? Job hunt that's the next keyword that I would like to do. So job hunt. I got it from there. So SADBH. she Irish? It's probably like Sean or something. No contact information. So SADH. Whoop whoop. And then the muck rack we can put in there. I know that iNews tend not to link out, so hopefully she ends up writing to someone else when it comes to this angle, and then we're going to go for the other one. So find between line journalist. What do you need to know about Bad Bunny's net worth? My salary story. Okay, so this is sort of a job-related thing. Confrontation is key to long-lasting friendships. Again, this is very like lifestyle-y salary story. Okay, the fact that she has like a series called Salary Story means she writes about like jobs and employment and getting a better salary. So she's definitely a good prospect. So I've been doing this for like 20 minutes and I've already almost got 10. So you can see how getting to 50 in half a day is doable. Oh, whoops. That's all right. Cool. Target jobs. They're we're verging on competitors here. So yeah, I remember this story from last time. This clever PR girl. I bet they wanted a link there. They'll probably do some sort of link reclamation thing to try and do that. So the author is Gregory Robinson. So we go there, we go muck rack. So again, this is quite a sort of lifestyle type stuff. But the fact that they've covered this story and they've covered it fairly recently makes me think that they're suitable. So I'm going to go for Gregory Robinson. Chris Westfall, was he the guy who I think is already on the list, maybe? No, he's not. Maybe he was in my last video. Chris Westfall. So yeah, he's exactly what we want. Although he is American, so it'll be more for American media. But again, if I don't see even a UK client complaining about getting a placement in Forbes, just because they're like, oh no, in the UK and Forbes is American. Just the fact that they can say they've been in Forbes, that is usually like enough of a draw. Spectator, does Labour want an anti-CV? I don't even know what that means. I feel like this is unlikely to be relevant, but we'll give it a go. We'll see what he says on muck rack. Social Market Foundation journalist. I was just chatting about politics. So Nah. How to write a banking CV, e-financial careers. This might be a competitor. Yeah, search jobs is a competitor. Best CV templates for your 2021 job search. It was updated. So we've got Tanya Mustafa's already on the list. So we've got Sabrina Rojas Weiss, Mark Rack, Parents Very Well Company. So she's got a few more resume templates. That's just an American version of that. Between kids and their grandparents. How to perfect backpack. Her target audience seems to be parents, so it's not she's not a great option. Okay, this could be alright. Sam Walker. It's gonna be another one of these lifestyle writer guys. Role changes on the Suns. Nah. Scotland left hand, right minded. So this guy's more like a consumer type journalist. So yeah, I don't really think so. White fonting is the latest cheat. So this was also talking about. This is also talking about the AI stuff. So you sort of put stuff. It's like an old SEO trick. You put white. You put the keywords in white text in your CV, and then the AI detector thinks it's good. Now, Washington Reports. Now, this guy's not relevant. I think I might need to reload with another keyword. So, how to talk to your boss. Harvard Business Review. To respectfully disagree with your boss. This could be a decent one. Caroline Castrillon. I'm a career coach. Yeah, so this is good. Corporate escape artist. Let's just see. Career coach. So she's operating in America, so she's not a direct competitor, but she might use our our content as like a resource in like a Forbes article. So we want to give it to her. Caroline. Why am I saying Caroline? Caroline. How to talk to your boss. How to ask for a raise. Alison Green. Cuts workplace advice columnist. So workplace advice is the next one I'm going to do. Workplace advice. Alison Green. My worry is that she's American. I'm assuming. Ask a manager journalist. Washington DC. I just want to kind of rescheduling the interview. My employee puts on a show of being busy, but they shouldn't be. My employee is patronizing. This seems to be written for employers. What should I handhold a disorganized employee? I'm the boss who's always late. So yeah, although she's American, because she seems to be kind of a big dog in America, so I will add her to the thing. But I'm conscious now that um I've got to get more UK people on this list. I'm aware of that, so I might change keywords because this seems to be bringing up American people. So the next one I'm going to use is I'm a recruiter, or I'm a recruitment expert. I'm a white male. I'm a recruiter. Black Lives Matter hasn't changed things. So I want to open that in a new tab. Kyle Samuels. Here's why executive search isn't I think because this, yeah, I think I'm going to just leave that one. Long interviews. Sally Brooks. Sorry, Callie Brooks. So it's general news. But I think the fact that she's written that and has written it fairly recently makes me think that one thing that I've noticed that a lot of these people, they like get their information from TikTok. So we might want to make a TikTok video around. Here we go. Here's the video on TikTok. So we might want to make like a TikTok video around this story, and then that will help it get more coverage. Because I know that a lot of, especially British tabloid papers, they want to put video content in their article. So it might need like a TikTok video. But we're gonna add this person to our list anyway. So Callie Brooks. E-financial careers. They're too. Again, this is from again they found this one from TikTok. Kelsey Cabrelli. That's a lot of American stuff, so I think I'm going to leave it. Effective way to get recruiters to notice you on LinkedIn. Robin Ryan. Yeah, she's American, but again, I'm still going to add her. Brittany Miller, New York. We want more. We want more British people. And they're linking out to the person. So this is the kind of shit we want. Oh shit! What am I looking for? Let's do CV. Let's do job. So they're mainly a personal finance writer. So they're not really relevant. Christina Stathis. Karina Stathis. This is too Australian. Okay, so Jack Kelly Muckrack. You can see the names behind the paywall there. Again, they're too American, and Recruiter, they're like a competitor. So Shayna O'Brien, Daily Mail Australia. O'Brien. Muckrack. It's too Australian. Junior reporter for Mail. So this is good. They're writing about general news. The fact that they're just writing about general news and they've covered a similar story before, that's enough for me. And they're British as well. That's enough for me. So I'm going to add her. What's her name? Shannon McGuigan. Yeah, you get asked if you're a robot a lot when you do this. Ella Scott. Freelance entertainment. No, I don't think that's the same person. Based in Manchester, so Scott. Then he's here on Mark Crack, so we'll go onto their Lad Bible sort of author profile page. Expert says nostalgic. So they're just giving like useful tips to sort of young people, which is what we're doing. So I think that there's enough tessellation there to want to do it. So I'm going to put there Ella. What's her name? Ella Scott. No, it's just a case of getting her email address. So hunter.io. Bollocks. Cool. Bloody hell. Okay, cool. So this is to do with jobs. That one's obviously to do with jobs. That one's to do with jobs, so yeah. And there was also someone else who wrote one of them, Dominic Reuter. So I'm going to go onto his muck rack as well. So, Alicia Hall. Alicia Hall. Alicia. Got the email there. He just writes for just writes in German. I think if that's the case, then no. Oh, there's an English one there. Apple's AI chief. It's very American-y, and yeah, it's just not. Probably wouldn't be a terrible option. Lucy Marshall, I think she might be already on our list. She's not. So we go Lucy Marshall Muckrack. UK. So that's a good start. She's another one of these lifestyle writers. Just writes about sort of general shit. And I think that her target market is young people. And this piece is, I'd imagine the AI software that we're talking about is mainly used to screen like lower level jobs. It wouldn't be used for like executive search or anything like that. So I think her audience does. Oh shit, where's my spreadsheet gone? Her audience does fit with what we're trying to with what we're pitching. So I'm going to add her to my list. Lucy Marshall, recruiter. Lucy. Jennifer Taylor. Go Banking Rates, which is more of an American publication. So this is more about personal finance. So I'm going to use my next keyword, which is job hunt. So I'm going to do okay. How to get a job. BBC is very hard to find. Very hard to. Oh, here we go. pricing hitting fees. So it's mainly like business news. But the fact that she's written this article kind of makes me think that maybe it's unlikely. But if you get a link in the BBC, it's worth trying. So Vishala Sri Patma Vishala. Bollocks. Okay, so I'm going to go through just these ones. Author editorial team. So we'll just have to pitch the general thing. Just HR News Desk. So editor HR News. Then you go into LinkedIn HR News. Communications manager. So I'm just gonna put her in there. So Abby Thomas. Monica Torres. Mock Here's what restaurant workers really think. Yeah, so she's talking to she does talk about people. Yeah, people like looking for a job. It is American, but again, Huffington Post is such a big publication that you're going to get UK eyeballs on it. So I'm happy to add her to my list. Our story isn't exclusive to the UK, is it? So I'm sure the American companies use similar keywords. So Monica Torres, Monica Alicia Hagipon, Mockra. Yeah, so she's she says she's a data reporter. So yeah, I don't think that's that relevant. So this is a Google Trends data article. Helena Young, was she already on our list? Yeah, she is. She's already on our list. Jennifer Savin is already on our list. Rory Porter is a personal finance guy. I guess that thing is kind of related to personal finance. Like getting a job will increase the amount of money you have. Ah, shit. There we go. But it sort of depends on exactly what he's writing, whether it's relevant to his beat or not. So I'm going to just Google job. So I think it's not that relevant to his beat really. Struggling to find a job. These are the ones that no one else wants to do. Teacher assistant. Okay, so this is another one who just writes useful shit. for their audience. So I think that this is worth it. If it's a good story which catches the interest of people, which is I think what we're doing, then she's likely to publish. Well, not likely, but she's got a chance of publishing. So Ella Glover, Ella, put that mark back in there. Lydia Smith, Mark, patient journalist, stress bragging, could hold you back at work. Why aren't people taking period leave in Spain? So she is talking about how to switch careers. She's got a few articles about careers, although she does mainly talk about science. I think that it's just about relevant enough. So I'm gonna go for that. Yeah, she writes about careers for UK Yahoo Finance. So I'll take that email, put it in there. So yeah, here is what I've done, but I want my list to be a minimum of 50, but it's just sort of doing this process over and over again with more keywords, looking at what these journalists are writing and then picking up new keywords from them and then just repeating the process over and over and over again. But yeah, this should give you an insight of where to start with building your media list for this type of story.